Hello, hello, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my sewing room and welcome to Friday Sews. A little bit of life, a little bit of sewing. I just love Friday Sews. It's just the best thing to kind of keep me active on my YouTube channel because life gets busy sometimes, but there's always Friday, right? Okay, so Friday Sews is, like I said, a little bit of sewing and a little bit of life. So let's do sewing first. And my biggest thing I want to share is my costume. So I made a costume for my granddaughter. It was a fairy and a princess, fairy princess. So I made the dress and my daughter styled it, and together we made an amazing costume. Just so cute. So before I go into some of the how-tos, I want to just show her wearing it. It was so cute. And then hubby did a little photo shoot and he had to make her a flying princess. So that was cute. Okay, so first I made this. I'm yelling. Hello! Do you ever feel like that? Like older people yell at their cell phones? I'm that person always yelling. Like you can't hear me. If I would just talk normal, it would be way better. But that's how it goes. So I made the dress with a pattern I already had from Violet Fields. I think it's the Seraphina dress, and I had used that to make her first communion dress. So why buy a new pattern when I had a perfectly good princess pattern that I could just reprint? And that's when those print at home patterns come in handy because she's a whole different size. And so I just printed it in her new size because she's growing so fast. So I made the dress and I took it over for a try on. I followed the instructions and it had you just putting the waistband right on the dress, and it was the serge edge of all those layers was just there poking her in the belly, and she hated it. And so I hated it too. I had thought about that ahead of time of maybe sandwiching it inside the bodice and the lining, but I didn't do it because I was just following instructions. I get in my zone and I'm just 1, 2, 3 following the instructions, so I didn't do it. And so I came home and I thought, I can't. She's going to wear this dress for play dress up for a long time. I just can't leave it like that. So I came home and I undid that whole bodice, which means I had to separate the bodice from the skirt, and it was all basted, so it was like it was gathered in to fit that bodice, so I had to be careful with not to lose some of that gathering. And then I opened up, the bodice was serged together, so I had to open up that, and I mean just one little stitch at a time. I took the whole thing apart, no cutting, just unpicking. And then I attached the skirt to the dress, and then I took the lining and I folded it under and just sandwiched it all in there, which means I had to open it up at the zipper. It's pretty, it would have been easier to just make a new one, make a new dress. No, I'm kidding. But let me just show you how it ended up. Here's the dress all finished with the lights inside. So I only kind of anchored the lights in a couple of different places so they're loose and they can move around. And in the back is where the controllers are. There's 2 strands, and there's more in the front than in the back because there really wasn't a whole lot of lights. So I made these little pockets so that the lights are actually attached to this layer. So they're anchored down, and then the pockets are in this fabric right here. They hold the controllers. And there's 2 of them, 1 on each side. So one of the things about this dress is the way the instructions worked is you take the 2 layers and you do the gathering, and then you attach them to the bodice. So then what you end up with is the layers and the bodice are all right there, and then you serge it. And I did that, and when she tried it on, she said it was itchy. And my daughter said, don't worry, we'll just put a shirt underneath so she doesn't feel it. And I thought, I can't do that. So I took all this off, even though it was serged. I undid every stitch. And then I opened up the bodice and I attached this to the outside piece of the bodice. Then I took the lining, folded it under, and sewed it. And I'm so glad I couldn't give my sis an itchy dress. I don't like itchy clothes either. So I think she'll appreciate that. Can't wait to see her in it. I loved it. I was so happy with it, and I sewed the lights in. I had what my daughter gave me. I would have actually preferred more lights. I mean, if you're going to do it, do it. But it was so cute when she was trick-or-treating and it was all lit up. We decided she should always be lit up because we knew where she was at all times, and it was so cute. And Halloween was so fun, and trick-or-treating was so fun. We always say that we live in a Hallmark moment because, you know, you see those movies where small towns are so cute and you're like, is any place like that? And we love our town so much. It's like that. It really is like that. And let me just show you a little scan of our town during the Halloween parade.
That's why they had all the people walking.
Isn't that cute? So we do that every year, and it's just a replay of last year, and it's super fun, and the kids just love it. They love being in the parade. They love the candy. They love the hot dog at the end, and one of our local churches does a whole little section in a parking lot by the bank, and they do like all these booths. Nothing costs money. The popcorn was free, the hot chocolate was free, and every booth was free, and you got to play games. And the only one we played, there was lots of lines. This was popular. A hint, if you need a hint for your church to do something fun outreach, it was so popular. They did the fishing poles, so somebody was behind a big panel and they threw their fishing pole over, and then they would yank on it and they would come out and it'd be a piece of candy that you just picked up off the street, the same piece of candy, and it's like, oh, so excited to get that candy because they had to fish for it. So we had a really fun time, and I don't know, we just loved it. We just loved it. I did a lot of walking, and so that was kind of concerning. I need to get in better shape for sure. And on that note, I want to say my chair has been a workout lately. I posted on my Instagram story, and it had me cutting all the strings off the wheels of my sewing room chair, and I looked to find you. I can't credit you because I can't find you, but somebody commented that she changed out the wheels and put rollerblade wheels on her chair, and so I did the same. Hubby did it. It didn't match. He had to do a little drilling on the chair. I don't know, to get them to fit, because I have an IKEA chair, which seems like it's not standard for stuff. But these wheels, they roll so fast that I am getting a core workout anytime I'm in here. But I love that it wheels really fast between my stations, like here, this machine, that machine, I'm rolling, but I often miss the mark in front of going. These wheels are great. But it is a little workout. To just stay in one place is a workout. Okay, more sewing. I'm wearing my latest Olympia dress. So what is that now? Well, not including the tester, which I'll probably never wear, but the 3. This is 3. And you'll be happy to know I'm over it. I love this dress. I made this one a little bit longer, and I made my sleeves a little bit longer. Love the color. I was iffy on the color, but it's rust, and I don't wear rust, but I'm loving it. I don't know. It's just lovely, and it's so comfortable. But I am done. Gonna make any more. If I ever need a quick and easy dress and I want to use some amazing fabric, I know I can count on the Olympia dress from Love Notions. It is such an easy make, and it goes really fast, and it turns out just beautiful. If you need a nice dress for a special occasion, this is it. It's with knit, stretchy knit, but it's just flattering, and I think it would be flattering on a lot of different body shapes, and it has pockets, so you know, there you go. Also, I love a V-neck, but I don't want one that exposes me so it comes too low, so this is just the right amount of everything. It has that specialized collar that goes all the way around, and this is not a facing, it's just the actual, it's a cool It's easy, but it's different. So you might want to get some instruction the first time you make it. I used lifting pins and needles to see how to make this shawl collar on this, and it was easy. Once I've done it, I can continue to do it. But I'm done. Do you hear me? You know, think I make my dresses too many times? No, I actually do not. There's so many I've only made one time because I didn't like it. And I do want to get some more variety in my sewing and try more patterns. And so I have some fun ideas on that going forward to try and push myself out of my comfort zone. But I cannot guarantee, there it goes again. See, I'm rolling. I cannot guarantee that I won't do repeating again, because when I love something, I'm going to use some of my fun fabrics on a dress that I know, or a pants that I know, or a top that I know I'm going to love. When I know I'm going to love it, why not have 2 or 3 of those? You know, I've done that several times and no regrets. I love those. Another thing that's up next for me is leggings. I'm working on my pattern, and some of you said, yes, you do want to hear the process. So where I'm at now is I sent my changes to the pattern guy who turns it into the PDF and does all of that math and drawing and all of that stuff that you do. And it was big changes, so it took him a little while to get to it because he had a lot going on. But I have it, and so basically he just made it in my size. So I printed it. Now I need to tape this all together, and then I'm going to compare this to see if it fits the one that I sent him, because all he's getting is a picture and a bunch of measurements. And so he had a question about one spot that he thought maybe needed a little tweaking, and I said, you know what, I defer to you because he does this all the time. So now I need to see if that changed it or not. So I need to make this. I need to lay it out, lay my pattern on top, and if my pattern matches his pattern, then I'm good. And I can just say go. And then he'll go in and make the whole thing with all the layers and all the grading. He calls it grading. So I might be close. I might be close, but I want to make them again. Every time he changes it, I want to make them. So I just know that there's nothing wrong with it. And then once he's done, then I will get it and I will print it at home, and I will print it at the printer at Staples, and then I will make it again and just compare them all and make sure they're all the same, and then make instructions, and then get some testers to try it, and then we're done. So, I'm nowhere near the end, but I feel really good about where I am at. And you know, I've been using some other print at home patterns, and I'm so glad I have the little diamonds in the corners, because some people don't have any kind of marker for me to line up, and I'm not an exacting kind of person, so I need every bit of help that I could get to line things up. I do not like correctly doing things. I just kind of like slap things together. That's kind of how I am. But well, to each his own. At home. Home is cold and rainy. We have our wood burning stove going pretty much all the time, which is our main source of heat. I have a wall heater, but the wood burning stove is really what heats the house. And we had a lot of downed trees over the last few years, so we've got a lot of wood to use up, which is great. And today is sunny, but we've had rain every day. Brr. And you know, I think it's soup weather. And do you feel like it's time to have some really nice soup? And I'm not a really great cook, so I don't have any great soup recipes. I wish that you could all send me your best soup recipes. I know that in the comments it's too hard to leave a whole recipe, but even if you just point me in the right direction, I would love to know some really great soup. And I bought ordered a bread machine to go with the soup. So I don't know, maybe I will start doing more cooking, but I'd really like to have, I wish I had a pot of soup on today. Wouldn't that be nice on a really cold day to just have something warm and cozy? So, I don't know, if you have any ideas, point me in the right direction. What's your favorite? Let's see, what else? Okay, you may not be interested in this, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Sis, my granddaughter, they won their football game on Saturday, so we are one more time going to a playoff game. However, this is the last one there can be. They're calling it the Super Bowl, and we're done. No matter who wins, it's over. And it was so fun. It was so fun. She is so happy, and those little boys are so happy, and the parents are so happy, and we're all just happy. It was just really fun. So now we're going to play the one team that beat our team this year. And they're very local. They're in the same town. They're basically, in our town has 2 high schools, and those are the rivals. So these are juniors. These are little kids, but it's still the same. It's a rival. So, you know, anybody can win. Anybody. It'll be interesting. So, leaving it at that, and I'll let you know. I can feel the holidays coming. Can you feel it too? It's like there's so many things to love about it. Like our family is coming for Thanksgiving, and I get to see everybody. I love Christmas. I especially love church at Christmas. It's such a wonderful time of the year. And I love decorations, Christmas decorations. But I also love Thanksgiving. So I'm in the camp of nothing starts until after Thanksgiving. I have already seen people Christmas decorating on my Facebook feed, so I know it's happening, but I'm not going there until after Thanksgiving because it needs its own holiday, and this would be a great Thanksgiving dress because it's all rusty and Thanksgiving-y. So I don't know, if I had an emergency need for a Christmas dress, I would pull this Olympia dress right back out again and make it in red. Maybe with some poinsettias on it or something. Ooh, that'd be pretty. So, you know, here we go. Here we go. Thanksgiving's coming, and then it's Christmas. It's here. It rolls around faster each year for me, but here we are. So I hope whatever you are doing is fun. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.